Thanks for staying with us. So happy you didn't go anywhere. I'm Loretta McNary.
Jae Henderson.
And she is the fabulous author of this new book, Someday Too, and also the author of Someday. So you'll have to go to the bookstores, go online, find her on Facebook. Tell them how they can reach you, Jae.
Well, you can always reach me through my webpage. That's Jae Henderson Author, and Jae is spelled J-A-E. There's also Facebook. You can look for Jae Henderson 3. There's my fan page, I'm a Good Woman, and on Twitter, also look for I'm a Good Woman.
We'll tell you again, because I know that's a lot, but she is everywhere. You have to be as an author so people can find you, because I expect her to eventually make the New York Times bestseller. I will accept nothing less, right? Everybody, audience, give it up. You know how I love your writing, and I love your chapter titles.
Thank you.
You know, it's like chapter 20 is, that's what friends are for. And then my other favorite chapter, chapter 36, I got your back. Man, I'm telling you, they're all like this. You just want to read the chapters for motivation. They'll just help you, like lies, lies, and more lies. Oh my goodness. That's chapter 30, I'm telling you. It is about Christian people, but we're not perfect people, and nor are her characters. That's one thing that is very realistic in her book, that you should find that, because it'll help you deal with your stuff.
Well, the overall theme in any of my books is love. I mean, Christianity, if you break God down in his simplest form, God is love. So at the end of the day, when you're looking at your neighbor, when you're looking at yourself, when you're looking at that person that gets on your nerves all day, you have to be able to find love and find the God in them. And in my books, I just want to motivate and inspire and give people tools to deal with the everyday pressures of life. Because as you said, none of us are perfect. And so often we get so caught up in what we don't have instead of focusing on what we do have. So I also want people to realize that they're blessed. No, you're going to have challenges, but you're blessed. Okay,
another thing I wanted to point out is how when people think of girls, because we call them our girls, our girlfriends, our friend girls, they're different. But they all have one commonality. They all love each other, and they're very supportive, and they drop everything to go check on one, and when one was out of town, the other one to go and check. And you always make sure that you talk about the value of friendships in your book, for women especially.
Well, no man is an island, and we all need someone to help us in our good times and our bad times. It's easy to be there when we're celebrating and life is good, but sometimes it's a little bit more challenging when people are depressed and woe is me, and you've had a bad day, and you don't really want to hear that, but at the end of the day, this is your friend. This is someone that you can count on. If things were going well in your life, they're going to be there for you. So I really want to focus on the dynamics of friendship and helping one another see the good things as well as the bad. Sometimes you need somebody to tell you about yourself.
Ooh, yeah. I think those are the best friends, who will call you on your stuff. Not always yes girls or yes men, but there's, hey, Loretta, I don't think you should have handled that way, or you could have done something differently, or even to the point maybe that dress you had on, that they will tell me.
You don't need to wear that
yeah,
to the club
don't. No, don't need to be at the club. I'm so out of place, but I love to dance. Isn't that funny? I love to dance, but I won't go and dance because I'm just, too shy. Too shy. It has changed so much. You talk about that in the book too. Oh Lord, then they're gonna close the club. But anyway, it's like, oh Lord, what happened? But I just want to say about this book. When you decided to become a writer, and this to me, and people are saying, it happened so fast for Jae. Last year she had a book, this year she has a book, and she's already working on her third book. So what's your motivation? What can you say to a writer who says, I hadn't even finished my first book, and Jae's already on 3?
Pursue your dreams. At the end of the day, it was all about, I set a goal, and either I was going to accomplish it or I wasn't. In 6 months, a year, I was going to be a published author, or I wasn't. So that dream was just going to sit on the shelf. And I didn't want to do that. And then the motivation behind my other books have been my readers. I mean, when you go places and people are constantly stopping you, telling you how much they loved your book, and when are you going to have the next one done, it kind of pushes you to go ahead and finish.
So what has been like your saving grace, the thing that has really pushed you when you wanted to stop writing these books? What was it? Did you ever think, this is too much? This is too much?
Saving grace would have to be just, I want to see these characters finish what they started. It's a 3-part series, so I have one more to go. And I just can't leave them where they are. I don't think I'd be doing myself or them any justice.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, like I said, people always asking me, when's the next one? I mean, as soon as I put Someday 2 out, maybe 2 days later, I finished your book. When is 3 going to be ready?
I'm one of those people. I'm serious. Oh my goodness. I need to have 3 ready right now.
And I don't want to disappoint you.
But I do want to give a warning, a disclaimer.
Okay.
If you don't have a lot of time, don't start it, because you're not going to want to do anything else until you finish this book. Seriously. Everything else will, you won't want to check Facebook. You won't want to do anything because you want to see what happens next. And I love writers who keep me wanting to know what happens next. And you do that so well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I know. I text her. I said, "Oh my goodness, Jae, I'm so mad." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "I finished your book and I didn't want to."
I hadn't had that reaction, but
They probably haven't finished it yet.
maybe that's
Or they didn't have your phone number. Hopefully everybody doesn't have your phone number. I don't have my phone number like that, but I'm telling you, you will get that reaction because this is awesome. And I told you I see it on TV. I see this like the next Girlfriends. And all we have to do is support it and it can happen. Everybody support Jae. Tell everybody.
Want to say thank you to all of my readers. Some people refer themselves as fans, but my supporters, that's what you are. You keep me motivated, and thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, everybody, give it up for Jae Henderson. That concludes this edition of Book Chat with Loretta McNary and Jae Henderson. We'll see you next time when Someday 2, the 3rd book, comes out. But make sure you go to your bookstores, you go online to Amazon.com, Facebook, find Jae Henderson and purchase her book, because when you purchase this book, you are helping a village of people because she gives back to everybody. So make sure you do that. We'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.